Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sterling, and I'm the artist here behind Cactus Lady Creation, and in this video, I'm sharing one of my favorite ways to drive traffic to my website and my crochet blog and patterns, and that's by using Pinterest strategically. If you've ever felt like social media is moving way too fast, or your posts stop showing up in the algorithm, or even disappear before they reach your ideal people, Pinterest might just become the best platform for you. And that's because, unlike Instagram or TikTok, Pinterest is a visual search engine. And that means that when you create the right kind of pins, they keep working for you long after you post them. And so in this video, I'll walk you through exactly how I like to personally use Pinterest to promote my blog posts, crochet patterns, and drive organic traffic to my website. And I'm also going to show you how I design my pins using Kittl, who is sponsoring this video. I love to use Kittl to make Pinterest graphics that are eye-catching, on brand, and super quick to create. So if you're a handmade business or fellow fiber artist and you're looking to grow your blog traffic, promote your work, and build a slower, more sustainable online presence, this video is for you. So let's start with why I even use Pinterest in the first place and why I think every creative small business should consider to do so. The biggest thing to understand is that Pinterest isn't just a social media platform, it's a visual search engine. And so people aren't just scrolling to be entertained like they are on Instagram or TikTok. They're actively looking for inspiration, tutorials, project ideas, and products that they actually want to buy, try, or make. And for us makers, that's a huge opportunity because unlike a regular Instagram post that kind of disappears after 24 hours if it doesn't catch the right algorithm, a pin can show up in the search results for months or even years. I literally have pins that I posted years ago that bring people to my blogs every single week. It's also a perfect platform for blog content, patterns, digital products, and anything that has a landing page or a value-packed article behind it. You don't need a huge following for your pins to perform either. You just need strong visuals, clear text, and a link that takes people to exactly what they're looking for. And that's why I'm always thinking about Pinterest when I publish a new blog post. It's one of the best long-term ways that I've found to bring actual consistent traffic, especially for niche content, like, for example, my Whimsicraft crochet pattern roundup, which we'll be designing a pin for in this video using Kittl. Now that you know exactly why Pinterest is such a powerful tool, let me share how I actually use it for part of my regular creative flow. Whenever I publish a new blog post, especially one that's pattern focused or niche specific, like the Whimsicraft inspired crochet roundup, I always plan to create at least 1 or 2 pins to go with it. And not just any pins. I'd like to try to specifically make designs that are visually compelling, on brand, and what the viewer will actually want to click. And my goal is to make it super easy for someone to easily glance at the pin and think, yes, that's exactly what I'm looking for. So I like to focus on 3 main things. 1, a clear headline. 2, strong visuals, either a single beautiful project photo or a collage that shows the aesthetic, which is where Kittl comes in. And 3, consistency and branding using my signature fonts, colors, and a bit of magical vibe so that my pins are instantly recognizable as a part of Cactus Lady Creation. In terms of posting, I don't like to overcomplicate it. I manually upload new pins when I release content, and occasionally we'll schedule them out using the scheduler through Pinterest. But honestly, you don't need a scheduler if you're wanting to get started. I always make sure that my pins are linking directly to the blog post, not just my homepage or shop. And that way I am giving value right away and guiding people deeper into my world without extra clicks. And finally, I also like to create multiple pins for the same blog post. That way I can test out different designs or headlines to see which one performs best. All right, so I'm starting by opening up Kittl and choosing a Pinterest-sized template that's 1000 by 1500 pixels. And they've got a ton of pre-made layouts to work from, which makes the whole process feel way less overwhelming than starting from scratch. For this pen, I want it to feel soft, magical, and dreamy, but still bold enough to stand out in the sea of Pinterest content. So I want to pick a template that has a simple layout, room for a big image, and a text box for the headline. Now I'll start customizing. First, let's do the headline, and I'll change the text to whimsicraft inspired crochet patterns you'll want to make. This matches the title of my blog post and gives a clear, enticing promise of what the viewer will actually get when they click it. Now I'm updating the fonts, and I want something that feels a little bit more storybooky and whimsical, but is still easy to read. Kittl has a lot of different beautiful fonts built in, and I love that you can test them out before committing. Now I'm dropping in some of the images from my blog post, and I want it to feel earthy and cozy and overall aesthetic. And I'll position it to the side and balance it with text to really drive home that whimsicraft aesthetic. I'll also add some magical elements like a little crescent moon, some sparkles, and some just different vintage flourishes overall. You can find all of these inside Kittl's graphic library just by searching keywords like stars, magic, and nature. Then I'll update the colors to match my brand palette, and I'm using a warm cream background, a dusty lavender for the text, and some soft charcoal and muted green and brown accents. And these colors help the pen to stand out, but stay true to my earthy handmade aesthetic that I want my brand to reflect. And once everything looks cohesive, I'll download the digital design as a PNG file, and now I have a clean, clickable, on-brand Pinterest graphic that's ready to post. And honestly, it took me maybe 10 minutes tops, and that's why I love using Kittl so much, because it helps me to create polished, professional visuals without having to fight with a million layers. Now that the pin design is finished, let's go ahead and upload it to Pinterest and get it working for us. So I'm heading over to Pinterest and clicking on Create Pin, and this is where I'll upload that Kittl design that we just made. And then once it's uploaded, we're going to add all the details that actually help it to be found in the Pinterest algorithm. So first, I'm going to add a clear and searchable title, and I'm going to use the same one that I did for the pin design. So whimsicraft inspired crochet patterns you'll want to make. This is specific, clickable, and filled with the kinds of keywords that people will actually search for. So they'll use terms like whimsicraft, crochet patterns, and project ideas. Next, in the description, I'm going to write something like explore magical, whimsical crochet patterns inspired by the whimsicraft aesthetic. Perfect for cozy makers, fantasy lovers, and fiber artists who want something a little more enchanted. Click through to read the full blog post. And you can also sprinkle in relevant keywords naturally, like cottagecore, crochet, fairycore, fiber art, or magical handmade crochet projects to help Pinterest know what this post is actually about. Then I'm pasting in the URL link to the blog post on my website, and this is so important to make sure that your pin actually links directly to the post. And the easier that you make it for people to actually get what they came for, the better it will perform. And so finally, I'm choosing a board to save the pin to. I've got one here called Crochet Inspiration, and that's it. I hit publish, and now your pin is live. It's linked, optimized, and designed to bring people straight to your blog post, and it'll keep working for you over time, even when you're not actively posting. So that's the full process, from designing a pin with Kittl to uploading and optimizing it on Pinterest to drive traffic straight to my blog. So if you're a fellow fiber artist or handmade business, I definitely recommend exploring Pinterest as part of your strategy. It's slower, more intentional, and honestly, such a refreshing alternative to chasing the fast-moving trends on other platforms. And tools like Kittl make it super easy to create pins that feel true to your brand. So if you're wanting to try Kittl for yourself, there's a link in the description box below where you can check it out for free today and even grab 25% off of the first month or the first year on all paid plans with my code CACTUSYT. And I'm also linking the Whimsicraft blog post that we created today in the description box below if you want to see the finished result on Pinterest. Well, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe. And also let me know in the comments below, are you using Pinterest for your art business or for your handmade business yet? Or are you just getting started? Well, thank you for watching, and until next time, stay inspired, stay weird, and keep creating.